my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Merry Christmas, my darlings. Happy holidays. I hope you're having fun with family, with friends, with your loved ones. It is unbelievable that we are back here. We are back here in December. It is just unbelievable how 2023 has flown on by. And might I start by saying thank you. You, Fumi Nation, are the biggest, most profound Christmas present I have had on a yearly basis. And we are going now, well, 2024, we'll be going to 10 years. Thank you, my darlings. Thank you for the laughter. Thank you for the fun. Thank you for the creativity. You cannot begin to imagine how much of an impact you, Fumi Nation, are to this channel. There is no channel without you. So thank you guys, and thank you again. Big hugs. Are we living and loving the fabulosity of this wig? Now you remember about 2 weeks ago our beautiful Stella came and did my hair, and Stella also came with a whole bunch of wigs. Well, guess what? This is one of her wigs, Hair by X. And I love it. I love the bluntness of it. I love the bangs. I seldom wear bangs. I seldom wear hair that is this short. And it's just giving so much shape. I am living and loving it. So if you guys love this, just go over to Hair by X Stella, my beautiful hairdresser, and get yourself a piece. I love it. I love it because my hair is all plaited underneath. It is protected. And I can come out here looking sharp. Yes, I can. So I put out some polls because we have filmed over, let me double check. We have filmed 1,169 episodes. And so I said to myself, Fumi, you have to ask Fumi Nation, what do they want? And I put out 2 sets of polls, yeah? The first poll, which was etiquette classes, you would love that. How to make a speech. How to answer questions. I should also make it a point that how to answer tricky questions. How to answer tricky questions in an interview. How to answer questions on a first date. How to answer questions staying private at the same time you're responsive. Do you know what I mean? So we had that. You guys love that. And then how to style clothes. I think you guys want to know not so much the trends and stuff, but how to style clothes and makeup techniques as opposed to having a palette. Though this new palette or that new palette, I will start bringing that up. But I think you want to know, how do I apply the eyeshadow? How do I put on lashes? I've done it so many times, but that was when I was like at 30,000. We're like 700. So let's go back in time, and you guys said 32%. Clothes, what to wear on a first date. Like you could wear this on a first date and you're talking. Because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to talk, but you're also trying to show that you're sexy, that you are alluring. Because big part of first dates, whether you like it or not, am I attracted to him? Am I attracted to her? It's just facts. You're not crazy about reality shows right now. Real Housewives of New York, Beverly Hills, Portmark. You don't want any of those. So we threw those out for now. Let me know if anything changes. More shapewear hacks you would love. And then fitness and training, comme c'est comme ça. But you wanted sister to sister. And you also want story time. You don't even care about me going on live. So today's episode is a sister to sister story time. So I decided that, all right, you know what, for me? Why don't we have story time this Christmas season, and let us have a sister to sister to boot. I am also going to have a fabulous episode, which I've never done before, further down, on the different types of bras you should wear for different blouses. That will be fabulous. I don't know if you noticed, I was wearing a black bra before and it was the wrong one. So I stopped the camera and I changed, and I'm wearing the right bra. And all of a sudden, your boobs looking fabulous. Do you see? And nothing is peeping out. My brand is coming for big girls. And for those that have smaller butts, don't worry, you are in there. Copacetic. So, my darlings, grab a drink and come and sit down, because we are going to story time. Listen to the story. There was a wonderful couple. They enjoyed each other's company. He loved her. She loved him. And they had been dating for about a year. Let us call him David. And let us call her Sky. I like that name. Yes, David and Sky. And so she did not put any pressure on him to propose. She was really just enjoying the relationship, as so was he. That time came when he felt that, you know what, I want to marry this girl. I really do want to marry her. I can see myself building a home with her, having children with her. I think that she is the one. I love her family. She knows mine. I think it is her. And so he went to Sky's best friend. And Sky's best friend was called Robin. And Robin, as many of us have, we have those best friends. We have those good friends that know us and know our partners, know our boyfriends, know our husbands, know our families. Everybody knows that is who you would go to if you wanted to speak to Sky. And so David goes to Robin and says, Robin, I love Sky. I really do. And I want to buy her a fabulous engagement ring. Will you help me? And Robin said, but of course. Of course. If you guys get married, I'm absolutely certain that I will be the chief bridesmaid. So this is part of my duty. I absolutely will do that, David. I will help you in any way, shape, or form. So David now said to Robin, I'm going to give you £20,000. And I would like for you to go out and choose the ring that you think your friend would love. Okay? And Robin said, consider it done. Naturally, as every friend that we have, there's no way Robin would not come back and tell Sky, Sky, your man's about to propose to your ass. He is about to propose to you. And he has given me £20,000 to look for the ring. What was to come out of Sky's mouth and what Sky was to do next was going to change the trajectory of all three relationships. Of David, of Robin, of Sky. Of Sky and David, of Sky and Robin, of Robin and David. It was going to change it forever. And nobody could have foreseen it for what it was. I am going to interject and tell you what I would have done and what I wouldn't have done. And in this case, going forward, I just would not have done it. Sky said, the money is not enough for the ring that I want. There's a beautiful ring that I want. Don't tell him. You go and get the ring for us. So that when he gives you the £20,000, I will give you an additional £20,000, making 40. So that you can buy the ring that I want. Robin, being a loyal friend, said yes. I have said it many times on this channel. It's never the ring. It's never the wedding. It's not the wedding dresses. It's not the honeymoon. It's the marriage. And I think any marriage has to start on a bed of honesty. Even white lies can be dangerous. And so Robin went back to David and said, David, I know the ring that she wants. Give me the money. Let me buy it for you. You're a busy man running all over the place. And so David thought about it and said, yeah, okay, why not? Get the ring, bring it back. Thank you for all of your trouble. Now, I would have gone out to experience the moment for myself. A man who is going to now turn into a husband and eventually become a father. These are the responsibilities one should take. It's the taking the time out to go and get the ring. That's part of it, to propose. You start from A to Z. That is what I would have expected my significant other to want to do. But there are so many scenarios out there. There are so many scenarios where the bride can buy her own ring if it's okay with the two of them. It's a situation where the couple together can go and buy the ring. There are so many scenarios. Alrighty? Perhaps it's because I know the outcome that I am seeing all of this. So let me keep you within the suspense. And so David gave Robin the £20,000 to go out and buy the ring. She took the 20,000 from David, and she took the £20,000 also from Sky. She put it together and she bought the ring of Sky's dreams, of which was absolutely beautiful. It was a gorgeous ring. For 40K, it better be. And so it was. Are you living and loving my knees? Are you living and loving my knees? There is no makeup on my knees at all. I know I'm changing the subject. Nothing at all. Just look at how fabulous they are. Do you want to know what I'm using? I'll tell you what I'm using. Hang on for 1 minute. So I've shown you guys this before. It is the Mellow White. It is absolutely fantastic. And why I like it is because it removed the black patch in my knee. Removed it completely without taking away my complexion. I love my complexion. And what I wanted to achieve was a fluid complexion. Completely fluid without any dark knees, and as you can see, I've been able to achieve it. I love this. I love this. I love this in a way that I cannot explain in words. And so I am very, very religious. I do it every morning and I do it every night. I also have the serum as well. It comes in this little, tuber like so. And so very effective. I have never seen anything like this that does not bleach your skin. Never. And so I use this on my knuckles, and you see, look at, it's evening out my hands, and I absolutely love it. So as I was saying, Robin bought the ring. Absolutely beautiful ring, gorgeous in every way. She took it to David, and David was very pleased. She gave David the receipt, and the receipt stated £20,000 from whatever jeweler she went to. So all three of them knew that there was a proposal coming. And in many ways, that really calmed Sky. She knew that an engagement was coming, a proposal was coming, and so she was preparing her life for this fabulous time in her life. And everything was copacetic, as I say. The irony of it all is that life can take all kinds of unexpected turns. And some way, shape or form, David and Sky found themselves taking an unexpected turn where the relationship kind of sort of went left. It was a whole bunch of little things. And so David found himself, delaying the proposal. In so doing, Sky now was becoming quite irritable because she had invested, unbeknownst to him, £20,000 in that ring. And as time went by, David met someone else. He did not reveal that fact to Sky. Darlings, that is part 1 of this fabulous episode. I will be back here tomorrow to give you the conclusion of the wedding ring. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, my darlings. Tell me if you like these kind of sister to sister story times, and we're gonna have a ball for 2024. All right, my darlings, I will see you here tomorrow. Mwah.